The story begins with two sisters hiding deep inside a forest, terrified of something lurking nearby. The younger girl, Ling, is shaking with fear, but her older sister tries to calm her down. She whispers, "Don't worry, the demon hunters will save us." But before help can arrive, the monster suddenly finds them, and right in front of Ling's eyes, the creature brutally kills her sister. Ling runs for her life, but the flying monster quickly chases after her and attacks. Just when it's about to strike, a demon hunter appears. He smashes the monster away using a powerful shield. His name is Tamshi. He didn't come alone. His two brothers are with him. Chan, a master swordsman, Fion, a skilled archer. The monster tries to escape in fear, but Tamshi and his brothers chase after it. Working together, they launch a deadly attack, and within seconds, the demon's head is sliced clean off. Meanwhile, Ling keeps running and eventually reaches a wide grass field. Suddenly, boom, a massive explosion shakes the ground. When she looks ahead, she sees something terrifying. A group of demon hunters is fighting a gigantic creature, and this monster isn't just any demon, it's the Demon King. The hunters attack with everything they have, but the Demon King is unbelievably powerful. It grabs one of the hunters and devours him instantly. Seeing no other option, the demon hunters try to surround it. They attempt to bind the monster with chains, but the Demon King easily throws them into the air and slams them back to the ground. At that moment, Tamshi and his brothers arrive at the battlefield. They instantly realize the truth. This monster is the Demon King himself. The master of the hunters shouts, "All warriors, attack together." Every demon hunter charges forward at once, but the Demon King is unstoppable. One hunter after another gets crushed beneath its power. Then the monster opens its mouth and begins forming a massive fireball. At that exact moment, Tamshi leaps into the air and strikes the Demon King's head, but it's too late. The fireball has already been formed, and it's heading straight toward Ling. Tamshi tries to save her, but he can't reach her in time. Seeing this, the master becomes furious and slashes at the demon's neck, but even he gets overpowered. The master shouts loudly, "This demon cannot be killed like this. You must use the Indra spell." Hearing this, all the demon hunters combine the power of their divine weapons. Ignoring their own lives, they charge the monster again. Their sacrifice finally causes the Demon King to feel pain for the first time. The demon becomes trapped inside the Indra magic seal. Its true neck finally becomes visible. Seeing the opportunity, Tamshi leaps into the air one final time and cuts off the Demon King's head. The monster screams as its body turns into smoke and disappears into the air. The demons are finally defeated. The hunters breathe a sigh of relief, but sadly, humanity never truly appreciated their sacrifice. As time passed, people slowly forgot about the demon hunters. Now years later, Tamshi and his brothers are living a simple life as fishermen. Unfortunately, they're terrible at fishing, so most days, they barely catch anything. Nearby, two fishermen watch them struggle and laugh at their strange fishing methods. Just then, a friend walks over carrying a bottle of alcohol. He tells them, "A lady doctor gave me this wine." He pours the drink into cups and offers it to everyone. But one fisherman notices something strange about the alcohol and refuses to drink it. Sometime later, Tamshi and his brothers are walking back home when they suddenly notice something disturbing. One fisherman is lying on the ground, trembling in pain, and his friends are tearing pieces of flesh from his body and eating it. They are no longer human. They've turned into fish demons. Suddenly, one of them jumps toward Fion and attacks, but Tamshi reacts instantly. He grabs the creature and snaps its neck, saving his brother. At the same time, Chan draws his sword and slices the second demon down. The three brothers stand there in shock. Chan asks, "Where are these demons coming from?" Tamshi looks at the bodies and says, "They were fishermen. That strange wine must have turned them into demons." Soon, the three brothers return to their home in the city, but as they arrive, a severely injured man suddenly collapses in front of them. The moment they see him, they recognize the truth. He is also a demon hunter. His condition is critical. They quickly load him into a cart to take him to a hospital. His hand is carefully covered so that no one notices his demon hunter weapon. But on the way, a young boy bumps into the cart and accidentally sees the magical weapon. Immediately, the townspeople begin shouting, because now, ordinary people have started hating demon hunters. Chan loses his temper. He unleashes a bit of his power, and the crowd runs away in fear. Tamshi gets angry and slaps Chan across the face. This only makes Chan more furious. He grabs a man and is about to attack him, but before he can hurt anyone, Tamshi quickly throws a dagger into the back of Chan's neck. Chan collapses unconscious. Every demon hunter has a special mark behind their neck. Striking that point can knock them out instantly. Soon they arrive at a medical clinic. Here, Fion's girlfriend, Aijin, works as a healer. There is also another doctor here, Dr. Liu. But Dr. Liu is actually Ling, the same girl Tamshi saved years ago from the demon in the forest. The moment she sees Tamshi, she recognizes him immediately, but Tamshi does not recognize her. They begin treating the injured demon hunter. Chan slowly regains consciousness, though his neck still hurts. Tamshi apologizes to him. "Next time, I won't make that mistake again." Chan smiles and replies, "My brother can never be wrong." Just then, the injured hunter finally wakes up. Tamshi asks him, "What happened?" The hunter explains that he had been investigating a nearby wine factory because several people had mysteriously disappeared from that place. During the investigation, he felt something strange, and suddenly demons attacked him. With his final strength, he tells Tamshi, "You and your brothers must destroy those demons." And with those words, the demon hunter dies. Now it is clear, the demons have returned. The three brothers decide to investigate the wine factory. Dr. Liu insists on going with them. Slowly, they enter the dark and terrifying factory, but they have no idea. The factory owner has already forced all his workers to drink the strange wine. Now those workers are slowly transforming into horrifying fish-like demons. Tamshi and the team eventually reach the basement. There they discover the horrifying truth. The wine is actually being made from demon blood. Suddenly, they notice a shadow moving quickly behind the walls. They chase after it, but the place turns into a maze and everyone gets separated. Now Dr. Liu is alone. Suddenly, a slimy hand reaches toward her from behind. But luckily, Tamshi arrives just in time and saves her. Just then, they hear something heavy moving on the ceiling. Meanwhile, Fion and Chan get trapped in thick fog, surrounded by demons. On the other side, Tamshi and Dr. Liu run into another room. But inside, they feel a terrifying presence. And suddenly, a demonic witch bursts through the door and attacks them. Tamshi and Dr. Liu barely manage to dodge her attacks. But eventually, the witch grabs Tamshi and slams him onto the ground. Just as she's about to devour him, Dr. Liu steps forward. A strange light begins glowing from her body. Suddenly, she transforms into a five-tailed fox demon. With her powerful tails, she strikes the witch and throws her across the room. At that moment, Fion and Chan also escape and arrive. The demon witch realizes something. Her end is near. She tries to escape, but Fion grabs her and slams her into the ground, and Chan finishes the fight with one final strike from his shield. Slowly, Tamshi gets back on his feet and walks toward Dr. Liu, but the moment he looks at her, he freezes in shock. Because she is no longer human, she is a demon. Dr. Liu finally tells him the truth. "I'm the same little girl you saved years ago. That day, I was about to die in that explosion. But when you killed that giant demon, its blood entered my body. That blood gave me a new life and a new body." Tamshi listens quietly. He doesn't say anything. Instead, he decides to keep her secret and takes her back to his brothers. But before they can even think about what to do next, soldiers suddenly arrive. They accuse the hunters of illegally entering the factory. Chan gets furious. He grabs the severed head of the demon and throws it toward the soldiers, shouting, "We just killed this demon." But even after seeing the evidence, the soldiers take them straight to the governor. Instead of thanking them, the governor coldly says, "Leave this city immediately." Fion can't believe what he's hearing. He shouts, "We risked our lives protecting this city from demons, and now you want to throw us out?" The governor calmly replies, "If you stay here, the people will lose their peace." Chan and Fion both answer angrily, "If we demon hunters didn't exist, humanity would have already been wiped out." But the governor simply says, "We don't need you." Now Tamshi's anger finally explodes. He walks forward and grabs the governor by the neck. "We gave our lives to protect you, and now that the danger is gone, you hate us?" The governor looks terrified, but Tamshi knows something important. The governor can't actually harm him, so Tamshi lets him go. In the end, Tamshi decides that he and his brothers will leave the city. They return to the clinic, but Tamshi looks deeply troubled. He remembers the night from his childhood, the night when a demon killed his parents. That same night, a demon hunter master took him in. The master had gathered many orphaned children and trained them to become demon hunters. Among those children were Tamshi, Chan, and Fion. Later, the three brothers sit together eating. Chan says angrily, "Humans don't respect us. We save their lives, and this is how they treat us. Are we really going to run away from this city?" Fion also shares his thoughts. "Ever since we became demon hunters, every day we wondered where we'd survive the next night. But in this city, we don't have that fear anymore. Brother, can't we stay?" Tamshi thinks for a moment. Then he slowly nods, because deep down, he also suspects that the governor is hiding something dark, and Tamshi's suspicion turns out to be correct. The truth is, the governor is secretly taking orders from a mysterious figure. He is begging that person to cure his illness. But the shocking part is, that mysterious person is Tamshi's own master. The master was the one who poisoned the governor in the first place, and now he gives him a condition. If you want to live, kill all the demon hunters. But the governor has a dark secret of his own. Every night, he brings a young woman into the basement of his palace. There is a huge hole in the ground. The governor pushes the woman inside, and suddenly, a horrifying tentacle monster rises from the darkness and devours her alive. The governor watches this and dances like a madman. The truth is, he has secretly imprisoned a powerful demon, and he is using its blood to create new monsters. The demon tells him, "If you help bring my kind back to life, I will help you take revenge on your master." The next morning, Tamshi secretly decides to investigate the governor. Meanwhile, Fion plans to meet his fiancée Ajan. Tamshi sneaks past the guards and enters the palace. Eventually, he reaches the basement. There he discovers something horrifying. A demon is being kept imprisoned. But the real shock comes when Tamshi sees something else, something he never expected. Inside that basement, he finds his master's celestial sphere. Meanwhile, when Fion goes to meet Ajan, something feels wrong. Instead of being happy to see him, Ajan starts acting strangely. Suddenly, she begins screaming for help. Her father rushes out of the house and pushes Fion to the ground. Soon the entire village gathers around them, shouting and insulting the demon hunter. But when Fion looks into Ajan's eyes, he immediately understands. This was all planned. Without hesitation, Ajan pulls out a knife and stabs Fion in the chest. The truth is, she had already joined forces with the governor's commander. Sometime later, Chan arrives at the marketplace, but the moment he looks ahead, his heart shatters. His younger brother's lifeless body is hanging in the square. Chan screams and runs toward him, but soldiers were already waiting in ambush. Chan quickly cuts the rope and lowers Fion's body, but suddenly, arrows rain down from every direction. Chan fights desperately to protect his brother's body, but multiple arrows pierce through him. As he collapses to the ground, he sees the governor standing in front of him. The governor smirks and says, "That was too easy. Now, let me introduce you to my friend." At that moment, the terrifying demon appears and enters Chan's body. Later that night, a violent storm begins. Rain pours down across the city. Chamshi goes out searching for his brothers. When he finally reaches the marketplace, his heart nearly stops. Both of his brothers are lying motionless on the ground. But luckily, Chan is still barely alive. Chamshi quickly carries both of them and rushes toward the hospital. Dr. Lu tries everything she can to save Chan, but despite all her efforts, she cannot stop his condition from worsening. Chamshi stands there in shock. Now he knows there is only one place where Chan might be saved. So he leaves the city with both of his brothers, and eventually they arrive at a mysterious place known as Demon Mountain, the hidden home of the demon hunters. Chamshi runs straight to his master. He falls to his knees and begs, "Please save my brother. I'm begging you." But then he looks into the master's eyes and says, "I know the truth. You're working with the governor." Chamshi asks him directly, "Why did you betray us, master?" But instead of answering calmly, the master becomes furious and throws Chamshi a powerful strike. Now the master finally reveals his plan. "Chamshi, you don't understand. Every demon hunter carries a demon stone in their right hand. That power is strong enough to start wars between nations. Every ruler will want that power. If that happens, humanity will destroy itself. So when demon hunters complete their purpose, they must die. Only then can the demon stones disappear and the world remain peaceful." Then the master confesses something shocking. "I started all of this. I paid people to spread rumors against demon hunters, so that eventually every hunter would be hunted down." Tamshi is filled with rage. He leaps forward and attacks the master. But the master simply smiles and throws his sword aside. He allows Tamshi to stab him in the chest. The master says his final words, "The demon stones must be destroyed. This sacrifice is necessary for humanity." Then he gives Tamshi his celestial sphere and dies. Meanwhile, Dr. Lu is watching over Chan's body. Suddenly, a horrifying sound echoes through the room. From inside Chan's body, the tentacle demon bursts out and attacks her. Dr. Lu transforms back into her five-tailed fox demon form and fights with all her power. But the monster is incredibly strong and slams her violently to the ground. Then something strange happens. The demon isn't interested in killing Dr. Lu. Instead, it seems more interested in Chan. The creature speaks and reveals the truth. "I am the real demon king. Your master removed me from my original giant body and handed me over to the governor." It explains that its goal was always the same, to wipe out all demon hunters. Then the demon suddenly merges back into Chan's body. Chan's body begins floating into the air. A terrifying power erupts from within him, and slowly, he begins transforming into a terrifying demon monster. Just then, Tamshi arrives at the scene. He rushes toward his brother, trying to stop him, but the tentacle demon suddenly attacks, tearing through Tamshi's chest. Tamshi collapses to the ground, badly injured. Chan is no longer in control of himself. Tears stream down his face, but his body is now controlled by something else. Slowly, he walks away and begins transforming into a massive monster. And now, his destination is the city. On the city walls, soldiers begin trembling as the ground starts shaking. In the distance, the shadow of a gigantic creature appears. With every step it takes, the earth trembles. The monster opens its mouth, forming a massive fireball. Then it launches it straight at the city buildings. Flames spread everywhere, People scream and run for their lives. The army tries to fight back, firing explosive arrows, but the monster isn't affected at all. Step by step, it continues advancing until it reaches the main gates of the city. At that moment, the governor steps forward and shouts, "I commanded you once before, obey me again." But the monster only bursts into insane laughter. The governor finally realizes the truth. The thing he asked for help has now become the cause of his destruction. In the next moment, the monster swings its massive fist and destroys everything around it. Meanwhile, Tamshi, still wounded, finally reaches the battlefield. There is only one thing in his mind now: save his brother and save the city. He charges forward and climbs onto the monster's body, moving toward its neck. Through the creature's skin, he can see his brother Chan trapped inside. Tamshi shouts, "Chan, I'm here to save you." But before he can reach him, the monster slams him away with its massive hand. Tamshi crashes to the ground and loses consciousness. But the battle is not over yet, because another truth is revealed. Several demon hunters were still hiding inside the city. People gather along the fortress walls as the giant monster continues approaching. The moment it gets close, all the hidden hunters leap onto the creature at once. They try to strike its throat, but the monster easily throws them off like insects. Now the hunters know there's only one option left. They begin detonating bombs directly on its body, sacrificing their lives in the attack. At that moment, a mysterious force calls out to Tamshi. It is Dr. Lu, the same woman who once saved his life. She knows there is only one way to bring Tamshi back. With trembling hands, she lifts the dragon stone. The power inside it is overwhelming. Her hands begin burning, but she pushes the stone directly into Tamshi's chest. Tears fall from her eyes. She looks at Tamshi one last time and gently kisses him. She gives all of her life force to him, and in that very moment, Dr. Lu turns into dust and disappears forever. Remembering her sacrifice, Tamshi suddenly opens his eyes. Now he is stronger than ever before. He leaps toward the monster and launches a powerful attack. The creature roars in rage, but Tamshi slices off one of its arms. He jumps down and strikes its legs, causing the giant monster to collapse toward the ground. Seizing the moment, Tamshi leaps high into the air and lands a final attack on its back. He cuts through the creature's hardened shell and tries to pull his brother Chan out, but then he realizes something terrible. Chan is now completely fused with the monster. Chan looks at him with tears and says, "Brother, you can't save me anymore. You have to kill me, so this demon can never hurt anyone again." Tamshi's eyes fill with tears. With trembling hands, he raises his sword and drives it into his brother's heart. At that exact moment, the giant monster dies as well. Slowly, everyone realizes the battle is finally over. The city erupts in celebration. People dance and cheer with joy, but standing away from the crowd, Tamshi remains silent. There is no celebration in his eyes, only grief and loneliness. Both of his brothers are gone, and once again, he is completely alone. Some stories aren't completed by victory, but by sacrifice. Tamshi didn't just fight monsters. He fought his fate, the loss of the people he loved, and the cruelty of the world. And even though he lost everything, he still saved everyone. But the greatest price of that war was loneliness. Now there are no brothers, no love left beside him, only a silent warrior who will still stand against the darkness. If this story touched your heart, make sure to share it with someone who loves powerful stories like this.